let's move on to GPD's Wombat's Fortnightly News.
I mean, where's the music, first of all?
Oh, sorry.
And I guess that's
Thank you.
why it's Fortnite.
GPD's Wombats. Oh.
That's okay. It's still mine because we're talking about Fortnite now. I didn't put it on here.
I know, that's why it's GPD's Wombats Fortnitely News.
But
don't you get it?
Oh, I see. When you put it on and I don't. You know, the new season started on Monday. Sunday
I did know
into
that.
Monday. It's, it's Wombat Christmas. Wombat Christmas was, well, technically Monday. The event was Sunday at 4, and then they shut the game down until Monday morning.
Why?
To build up the hype.
Wow.
You get all hyped up for it. And now I have a cereal mascot horse, which I have to unlock. We got Carnage, Venom's friend Carnage.
Uh-huh.
He's an unlockable.
Friends.
Yeah, he's in the season pass now.
Not friends.
I know they're not friends.
They're enemies?
Yeah. Frenemies. Depends on when you're reading the comics. It does.
I think they have common enemies sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're ever like, hey, come over, we'll watch some football.
TGIF is on. You want to come by for Full House?
Right.
Boy Meets World?
Yeah. Maybe I mean, it was the 90s, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Carnage has a gun. Did they give him a gun?
Carnage will have a gun. So you'll have Carnage running around with a gun.
Perfect. Love it.
Yep. And who else we got? We got some other peeps too. We got a chimpanzee that dresses like an astronaut. It's fun stuff. It's so far, it seems like it could be a decent season. They've made getting XP a little slower than because last season they made getting XP maybe a little too easy, and people were finishing up their season passes in like 2 weeks. This is going to take a little longer. So, on that, but so far so good. We'll see what happens. Like I said, it's only been a week. So,
Do you know who Donald Mustard is?
I do know who Donald Mustard is.
Colonel Donald Mustard?
Colonel Donald Mustard. He's the creator of Fortnite.
Did you see his tweet where he had somebody ask him a question about Fortnite? Any question that he wanted?
It?
No, he didn't, because he asked him like a plot question about the season. So he's like, but so Shanafan asked, what would you ask Colonel Mustard if you were
it's a good question.
Yes.
I mean,
was it the candlestick?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I would ask him a plot related question.
He's not going to answer it. So there's pretty much no reason.
I would probably say, like, if I could have anything in Fortnite, like, hey, Donald Mustard,
can I have
I think not free.
Can I have a free pass that gets me everything that ever comes after Fortnite?
You know what? There are people that have those, by the way.
I know. Is that your question?
Can I be
What's it
one of
called?
those people?
Yeah, that's a question.
Can I be one of those people? I mean, it would be nice.
Right.
But I mean, my dream season has always been the Universal Monster season. That's what I want in Fortnite. I want Universal Monsters.
You want Frankenstein?
I want Frankenstein and Dracula and the Wolfman and the Mummy, the Bride of Frankenstein. There's a lot of potential there. Creature from the Black Lagoon.
To reach out to that 70-year-old market.
You know what? I think that is a market that transcends, because kids still like that crap. I still like that. I think it's something that people of all ages still enjoy. It still boggles my mind how much Universal has screwed up those licenses.
The Dark Universe?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it boggles my mind how much they screwed that up. I think that having that in Fortnite might honestly be the shot in the arm that those franchises need. Because I'm a big fan. I have them all on Blu-ray, all those movies. I bought the big box set when that came out.
The old ones?
Yeah. Yep. It's got like 7 movies per disc on them. Because
I mean, I get the potential nostalgia for them, but
I don't know. I think there's something
Frankenstein's
there.
not that fun.
I think Frankenstein running around with an SMG would be pretty damn fun.
Like maybe Herman Munster.
No,
like Addams
Frankenstein.
Family's back. Addams Family's got a sequel coming
you
out.
do Frankenstein, and you could have like you could play as black and white Frankenstein. You could play Frankenstein with green skin Frankenstein. Maybe even do the one with the fur vest if you really wanted to get funky with it.
I don't think the dads even know this.
I think they do.
I do.
A Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, where you do the emote to change from one to the other, which they actually did have, like a knockoff.
Have you thought
version
about
of
this
that in the
at
game.
great length? Because you seem to have a plan.
Oh, I have the whole season pass planned out for my
Wow.
Universal Monsters.
You should
I
call.
feel like that's probably pretty far down the list. Like,
Oh, I'm sure.
do they have all the real horror,
know.
the real horror things that people want in this yet?
I mean,
Like, do they have like Jason and?
They have not had Jason or Freddy or Leatherface or Mike Myers.
Yeah, I feel like
those would also be fun. I mean, they have had
those first.
They did do the Terminator and the Predator and the Alien.
Sure, the pseudo horror.
Yeah,
action
like
films.
that sort of toes that line there.
Right.
But,
they don't have the pure up murderers.
no. They have they have the aliens do kill people, as does the Predator and Terminators. I mean, they all did kill people.
Yeah, but not real murderers though. Any of them.
The soldiers.
I mean, in the first Terminator movie, he literally kills like 5 cops with a shotgun.
He's a robot though.
Yeah, still. Okay, so he's not a
You can't charge
murderer.
a robot with murder.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
I never
right.
saw that iRobot movie either. So
Yeah,
I don't-
can
I
you
think that
charge
was
a
the-
robot with? What is the legality here?
I haven't seen that movie, so I don't know. I think that
Yeah.
was the plot of that movie, right?
I think that is the plot of that movie. I think the plot of that movie is that robots don't murder. So how could you charge the robot with murder?
Right,
But,
which is exactly my premise here.
But we know the robot murdered.
Tell me the
So
murderers
can you-
that are in Fortnite. That's what I want to know.
I mean, technically everybody. Although you're not actually killing people in Fortnite, so that's it's a whole other thing.
What are you doing with them?
It's all like a simulation.
Eliminating them?
You're removing them from the playfield.
Putting them to sleep.
Exactly.
It's a game within a game.
It's
what
a
you're
game it's a game within a game.
That's cheating.
I'm just saying. I mean, I don't make the rules.
Well, the bigger Fortnite news was the Epic and Apple lawsuit wrapped up for now. And the court ruled that Apple has to allow third party payment systems, but doesn't have to allow Fortnite.
Yeah.
I'm back on the story.
Everyone lost.
Well,
Everyone lost. I mean,
sure.
Epic lost a lot. They still have to pay all those legal fees, and they're not allowed back in the Apple store. Apple just has to do this other thing. But it probably
Third
won't
party
hurt.
payment companies did not lose.
They won.
No. Yep.
I think Apple, I don't know.
I think Apple lost less than Epic.
It's interesting to see how that actually plays out and what the ruling actually means for the third party payment systems, because the variations that I've at least read, now I have not read up in this like in detail, but it seems like they just have to provide like information or a link, even possibly a link that would go out to a different system, right? Like
They don't have
it's
to
not like there's-
integrate it, I'm sure.
Yes. I don't know. Like, I don't think it's like another button that's like, here, pay Apple, or here's the easy pay button on the other thing.
It's
right. Like,
Correct. It's going to be a link to another payment system. Complete your payment here type situation.
right. And I don't
Nobody
know.
wants that.
Nobody. Some
If it's the
people
same
might.
price, you're going to pay with the Apple one.
Right. Like it's the, oh, you already have all my credit card information here. Yes, I'll click the one button.
I use
But
Apple
we'll
Pay whenever possible for anything because it's so fast and it costs the same.
Yeah. So we'll see how that actually, of course, it's already being appealed. Epic put in their appeals, which is, of course, the right course of action for how all these lawsuits work. But very
So much
exciting
money.
to talk about. That's certainly,
So much money spent.
we
Oh my
we
God.
all win. with this.
Speaking of so much money, you know the game Splitgate?
Yep.
They raised $100 million
Good for them.
and it's a really small development studio.
Yeah, they're
but-
like 5 people or something crazy like that.
but the game really caught fire like so fast. And that's
It was a unique idea that at the same time wasn't. Does that make sense?
no. Say that again in a different way. That makes more sense. Ready? Go.
They took elements that people are familiar with and spun it into a way that we hadn't seen those elements used before, which made it
Yes.
a unique experience yet familiar at the same time.
Perfect. Here's $100 million.
Woo!
Yeah, that's crazy. I read that. I literally said wow when I read that headline. That was fast. That was a quick road to 100 mil. What else we got?
This just in, Splitgate Studio shuts down. CEO says, hasta la vista.
CEO says he supports the Texas abortion bill law.
From his new boat in the Cayman Islands.
Did you see the video of this eSports guy celebrating so hard after winning something that he dislocated his shoulder just from like swinging his arms wildly in celebration?
I haven't seen the video, but okay.
It's basically why I don't watch eSports, because the people behave like children. I don't know. I mean, maybe I guess they are children, but there's no reason you want a tournament or something.
Football players celebrate.
They don't dislocate their shoulders because they swing their arms so hard. I watched
a quarterback for, was it the Vikings?
Okay.
Run headfirst into the wall.
Okay.
And give himself a concussion.
That's dumb.
And he was out for the season.
That's very dumb.
I watched
can't remember, was it the wall or was it the upright?
It was the wall because it had the padding on it, but the padding was
people have done it on the upright. I feel like too before.
I'm sure that's happened on
the upright. Has the padding on it, but guess what? It's a steel post right behind it.
I thought there's a rule against that.
It doesn't stop people from doing it.
There's no rule against like over celebration in the
sure,
NFL?
You get 15 yards if you.
They don't fine you. I thought they fined you
if it's an over celebration.
I mean, dislocating your shoulder. Does that count as an
it doesn't necessarily mean that's an it just means I've also watched like asinine reporters go like, oh my God, he's dancing in the end zone. This is the most shameful thing I've ever seen in the history of sport.
But usually like I could be wrong about this because I don't watch obviously a lot of like pro sports. But when those guys are dancing in the end zone celebrating, are they doing it like the other team's face? Like
not really.
Not usually.
Not usually, right? Because then there's a fight after like that. Something like they know not to do that, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like in esports, there's a lot of that type of like bad sportsmanship where they're like, you know, they'll do shit like right while the other team is right there, right in their face. And I mean, I've just seen it a couple times, so I don't know how widespread it is. But that type of behavior like turns off adults, I feel. And maybe just watching this guy, it's hilarious because he's fucking going crazy, right? And then all of a sudden, he's on the floor, just like rolling on the floor because he's dislocated his shoulder standing up and he's in so much pain, he had to drop to the floor in agony. But the crowd doesn't know what's going on. They just know that they think he's still celebrating, but he's moving a lot less. And then he gets back up and he doesn't know what to do. And he's probably like in a lot of pain and maybe shock from everything. He starts pumping one arm, but the other arm, he can't move. So his other arm is now just still, and he's pumping the other arm. And then I think he tells the guy, there's one other guy on stage with him, and I think he tells him, like, I really just fucked myself up right now. Anyway,
I'm going to guess he probably had dislocated it previously, I'm going to guess.
Celebrating or
doing
in
something
like a sport,
else, like
an actual
once
sport.
Once you dislocated your shoulder once, like it becomes easier to pop it out, right?
Okay.
So I don't know. That's just me.
I keep waiting for Cheapy to dislocate his shoulder impersonating.
Yeah.
No. He was flipping out. Like I would never celebrate it over anything in that way. You
wouldn't celebrate over anything, period. We understand. You're a miserable man.
No, I celebrate things, but I'm not gonna like show. It's like it's a little humility goes a long way. I feel that's all.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. Esports needs more humility, and then maybe I will watch it. That's
I don't know. This is getting us talking about esports.
I know.
Maybe they need more of this, more injuries.
Yes,
I think you're wrong.
That's it. More injuries in esports. That's what we need. Perfect. Anything else here you want to talk about in GPD's Wombats Fortnightly news? That's a no. Cough twice for no. Okay, perfect.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's fine. Some games were delayed. Battlefield 2042 was delayed to November, and Dying Light 2 is delayed to 2022.
My Best Buy pre-order, they sent me that info that Dying Light 2 was delayed. I've had that game pre-ordered
for a minute.
Yeah, how many? I don't know. That's got to be going on multiple years at this point, right? Like that.
It's going to be real good.
Yeah, I've got the GCU locked in on it. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Classic.
Wow.
Hopefully it's not coming out in February because I feel like a lot of games are coming out in February. But
I have the statue over there somewhere. Where's it at? Oh, it's right by Pac-Man over there. The Dying Light 2 statue that they gave us at E3.
oh God, what did I do with mine?
Probably threw it away.
Yeah, I don't like that stuff.